In this video, we'll look at how to add learning outcomes to your course. First, sign in to TaskStream at the taskstream.kapilani.hawaii.edu site. You're going to need to use your hawaii.edu email address to sign in, and when you do, you will get to this page. This is your TaskStream home screen. You will have a list of courses here in the middle section. I have many more courses than you do because I'm an assessment coordinator. Your list will be a whole lot shorter. So I'm going to go down to take a look at one of my courses. In this case, it's Law 111 Litigation, and I'm going to click on the link beneath it that says Course Assessment Workspace to go to the place where I can add my learning outcomes. On this page, you'll see the running menu on your left-hand side, starting with general information, then standing requirements. Adding a course description has been covered in another video, so we're going to go to learning outcomes. This video applies if there are no learning outcomes already entered for this course. I'm going to walk you through it, but remember you can always click on the directions drop-down to get a text version of this video. In this section, we can see there are no outcomes because this area here is blank. So to add some, we first need to check out the document by going up to this green checkout button at the top and clicking it. It will then turn red and say check in. Once we're on this screen, you'll see two big orange buttons. One says create new set and one says select existing set. You can see that there are no outcomes listed here, so the button we're going to want to click is create new set. On this next page, where it says Create a New Outcome Set, you'll see two lines. One says Set Name, and when I've seen it, it always has it pre-filled with the number of the course, the name of the course, and the words Outcome Set. So if that doesn't show up for you, I would just add it in manually. And then under Designate Alignment/Mapping Preference, you're going to want to check this box because in another video, we'll show you how to align your course with the program. And in order to do that, this button needs to be checked. But for now, all you have to do is set it and forget it. And now you'll click Continue. On the next page, you will scroll down because you see the outcome set will appear here. And then for right now, ignore the Reorder, Edit Set Name Properties, and Delete Set buttons and go down to Create New Outcome. There are two entry fields on this screen, Outcome and Description. The outcome is what TaskStream calls a concise descriptor, and this is something that just summarizes the learning outcome. It's used in reporting. You can devise your own concise descriptor. The second box here, for description, is the place for a detailed statement about the outcome. If this is an existing course, you already have the learning outcome description. You can get it from the most recent course catalog. You need to use the official learning outcome verbatim in this box. Just to make sure I'm accurate, I always go to the latest catalog and I cut each learning outcome and paste it into the box so that I don't make any typos. So I'm just going to put down stages of litigation for my concise descriptor. I could check the spelling if I wanted to. I could check the character count, although this is clearly less than 1,000. And now I'm going to click Continue. We're not going to do mapping in this video, but what I will do is add another outcome because as you could see from the previous screen, I have 7 outcomes in litigation and I'm going to need to add them all one at a time. When I'm done with all 7, I'll click Back to All Outcome Sets. And you can see that the outcomes here have been added, and you can see both my concise descriptors and the actual learning outcomes from the catalog. Now let's go back to these buttons in the middle of the page here. Reorder just allows me to change the order of the learning outcomes. Edit Set Name Properties. The main reason you might want to do that is if somebody forgot to check the button here so that later on you can't map. So you can check the button, click Continue, and then the last button here, Delete Set, is pretty obvious. If you clicked on that, it would delete all of the outcomes that you've added so far. When you're done adding the learning outcomes, don't forget to click the red check-in button. That will allow someone else in your department to access the document.